Hi, and welcome to another edition of Tim Qualls Presents. I'm Tim Qualls, and may I say, we love Johnny Cash. And that's my friend here, David Stone. And that's your opening line to any time I've seen you perform.
Well, actually, we start every show with "Hello, we love Johnny Cash." Because to say we're Johnny Cash is not.
You're not Johnny Cash, but you do a heck of a job for it. So much for a good job on it. It's what we're doing a show about, because you had the opportunity of all the Johnny Cash impersonators and out there, actually perform in San Quentin for the 40th anniversary that Johnny Cash performed, and what an exciting time that had to be.
That was like walking on the moon for a guy like me.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, I mean, it's just unbelievable, because you were in the prison there for the day. I mean, and what you had to go through to get into it and everything else, unbelievable.
We actually didn't think we were going to be successful in pulling it off, because there was so much. Back when Johnny Cash did it in 1969, the rules and regulations weren't as tight, and right down to buying a new sound system that didn't have to be taken apart, because if we had gone in there with cabinets, they're contraband weapons.
Oh yeah, they tried to block it off from coming through those gates and everything. I don't want to eat up a lot of time with you and I talking. I want the people to see what it is when David Stone does Johnny Cash.
We love Johnny Cash. It's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. That train keeps a-rolling, although sad and told. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Rio.
They came from so far away to come out here in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, Pennsylvania.
To come out here on the West Coast and do what they did, and having been a part of that, the whole experience, I feel very privileged, very super.
How would y'all rate his performance?
Yeah.
It was great.
No, he's a 10, man.
It was great.
Dave Bang, Johnny Cash.
He was great.
I thought that day he was really phenomenal. He really took me, if I closed my eyes and listened to him, I thought I was really hearing Johnny Cash that day. Yeah, it was great.
But there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. Those people keep moving. That's what tortures me.
Someone came to the cell and says, "Richard, Sergeant Nolette wants you downstairs." I says, "Well, what's he want?" He says, "Well, he just wants to talk to you. He needs to see you." So I said, "Okay." I put my stuff away, locked my door, and went downstairs. And when I came around the corner, he had some people with him with suits on and had a camera with them. I said, "Oh, what's this all about?"
"10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed beneath the town hall lights. There were few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Now the judge said, "Son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you don't have to die. I spoke not a word, though at the end of my life I've been in the arms of my best friend's wife.
We're all human, we're all the same people. Doesn't matter, you know, inmate guard, prison guard, whatever. Circumstances dictate where we are and what we do.
She visits my grave when the night winds wave.
I'd never heard of David Stone before. And much like Brother Poem, Richard, Sergeant Olette came to my cell and said that there's somebody who wants to meet you. And I was a little nervous because I didn't know exactly what that was all about, right? And so he took me to the rotunda, and David Stone was out there, and he asked me, he said that, I hear that you can sing.
When the cold wind moans in a long black veil, she cries on my bones.
He said, yes, and he'd like for me to do an audition right there for David Stone of my train noise that I make. And I looked at Sergeant Nolette and I said, really? And he said, yes. He said, I'd like for you to do that. And I says, all right, man.
Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me.
You don't want to go anywhere because you haven't seen anything yet. That's just the beginning of a little bit of the show there that took place there at San Quentin. And what amazed me is not just you, the entire band, because they haven't seen it yet, but you actually had a June Carter as well.
We had a June Carter and Luther Perkins, Marshall Grant, and W.S. Holland. So.
Yeah, so you had the full array. I mean, looking at it, close your eyes, and then we heard a lot of them, and we'll show some of that here in a little bit as well. Some of the different convicts, the prisoners. What do they refer to them as now? Inmates?
Inmates.
Yeah,
Inmates.
Some of the inmates that were there, you know, they made comments. I heard one guy, you know, close your eyes and you thought Johnny Cash, you know. So, but you got that realism. That's what I like most about you is, how long did it take you to get all that mannerism? Because he had a certain walk about him, and you carry that.
Well, we obviously we studied the footage of not only Johnny Cash, but Johnny Cash and June Carter, who the Tennessee Three were as people. But we don't actively try to impersonate the sound of the music. If the sound is right, the spirit's going to come through. So we're first and foremost note for note authentic, because that's what we do.
Right, right. But then that's why you're the best at it now. I want people to know you've been doing this for quite some time. How long have you been doing this now?
Since 2005.
Yeah, so quite a while, a long time before the movie came out, and
that's our only claim to fame. We were doing this while Johnny Cash. I was doing Johnny Cash actually before Johnny Cash died.
Yeah, yeah.
But we did open for the movie in Philadelphia when it was premiered.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, when somebody needs a Johnny Cash, they think of David Stone, and that's what the San Quentin did too. So we're going to go back and look at some of that. Stay with us.
Go away from my window. That's your own chosen soon. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone who's never weak.
Johnny Cash and June Carter. That's all you see. You don't see a impersonator. You saw them up on the stage because it was so real. And to hear it, his voice, their voice together. I like the one, I don't know the whole thing about, you know, heart on fire, burn, burn, burn. And, you know, it was beautiful.
Burning thing that makes a fire ring.
Bound by wild desire, I fell in love with
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yeah! I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours beat.
I fell for you like a child.
Yes, you did too.
Oh, the fire we wild.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. One more time, sing it out now. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Ain't she a sweetheart? We're gonna do an old Tom Jones song. Yeah, who the hell is he anyway?
This is for Aunt Norma.
The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train. And there to meet me is my mama and my papa. Down the road I look, and there runs Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. The old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. And over there's that big old oak tree I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me, arms reaching was only dreaming. For there's a guard and a saddle padre, arm in arm, we'll walk at daybreak again. I'll touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me in the shade of the old oak tree as they lay me beneath the green, green grass of home.
Hey, officer, how we doing on time there? Doing good?
I tell you what a performance. Everybody there is unbelievably excited about what that. And I want to remind people, you've got the opportunity, you know, you don't want to miss it when Johnny Cash, David Stone, the Johnny Cash experience is in the neighborhood. You want to make room, get out and see the show, because he's, you know, you play all over the country. You know, well, there's a good example. You're out in California over here, you know, yeah, so you play pretty much everywhere.
We play everywhere and anywhere we can.
Yeah, so it's important people keep an eye on it, and especially when it's in your locale. Don't miss it, because you might not get back there for quite a few years. So you definitely want to catch it when he's in your area and everything. So David, I mean, congratulations once again for the success of the San Quentin. What a fantastic show that was, and I guess people, you know, if they want to get that, I don't know if it's available for sell or what. I mean, I've got a nice DVD of it, a CD I should say, that I listen to in my car. Now I like the footage, but I really enjoy the CD in my car. Is that available?
The CD is available through our website on a link. It's there. The website is www.maninblackshow.
That's all there is to it. So we'll put that on the bottom if you're interested in getting a copy of the CD there, because the whole show's right there. And I always wondered, because I could hear it, what it looked like, what it looked like, because I could imagine it. And then they said, "Well, I got they did a show on it. And I can see it." I was like, "You mean I could see this?" And that's what you're getting to see today. And I'm telling you, what an experience it was. And you know, I look forward to showing more of this as we go forward here. Because how long was this? I mean, it was.
This was 2 shows, one matinee and one evening show. Most of the footage from this is from the matinee. But the interesting thing is that the prisoners, through their vocational training, put together this documentary for us. That wasn't part of the deal.
Well, that's nice.
They did that, and I'd like to extend a personal thanks to Warden Bobby Ayers and Warden Long. For once all the red tape was done, we all got along fine.
Yeah. It's always that. That's why they don't get along in Washington. They can't get through the red tape. Is that right?
I would not want a job in Washington.
But I'm telling you, it's the Johnny Cash experience, David Stone Johnny Cash experience. You definitely don't want to miss it. It'll be coming, I'm sure, to an area close to you. You definitely want to check it out. Right now, we're going to go back and check some more of that out from the San Quentin. David, thank you so much for letting us showcase some of this, and hopefully you'll let us show some more of it later on.
Thank you, sir.
I walk the line.
The only self-esteem they have is the self-esteem that the gang gave them. That's all they've got.
You got a way to keep me on your side. Give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Most of them can't fill out a check or a job application or anything else. So how do you build self-esteem in these people on their own? Enable them to accomplish something. Enable them to learn.
I can't believe you. Everybody scream. I close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I leave the ends out for the tide to find. Because you're mine. I walk the line. because you're mine. I walk the line. Ladies and gentlemen, Diane Nelson is June Carter. On the bass, Mr. Tom McConnell. On the drums, Mr. Mark Suchak. On the electric guitars, Luther Perkins, David Young. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.